Hi, Catherine. I am the Careers Coordinator at East Durham College. Hopefully you should recognise me from being in the downstairs of the LSE, coming up and doing introductory presentations and whatnot. I am the person who deals mainly with UCAS and applications onto higher education. So in the upcoming weeks, I will be sending videos hopefully to you about your UCAS application form and getting started and trying to get you on the right track already, so that when September comes around, you know what you're doing and what you are getting yourself into, really. So like I said, this is going to be the first of a couple of videos, and in this one I'm going to give a little introduction about UCAS, and then after that point give you the information about how to just get your account, basically. So I will be stopping this in between slides, so if you feel that I'm kind of jerking around, that might be why. And also, as well as that, if you find that throughout the presentation that what I say is different to what's happening on screen, so if the on screen is going faster, then please just maybe pause, restart, see if that fixes it, and if you're having some mega issues, just email me and let me know, okay? Before I get started, I am just going to say that this buzzword here, EDC 2021, is imperative. So if you feel that actually you don't want to watch the video and you just want to work it out and do it by yourself, that's perfectly fine. But please, please, please use this buzzword and link your application to the college. Without it being linked to the college, I can't go through your reference for you, I can't get your tutor to put something on there, I can't help you with your personal statement properly, everything. So if you have already started an account with UCAS, please contact their call centre and get it linked using this buzzword. Or alternatively, if you decide, oh, I don't want to listen to Catherine for however long, I just want to do it myself, that's fine. You just please really need to put in this buzzword, okay? So also, just a little disclaimer, I'm really sorry if I say the same words over and over again. I can't help it. So, UCAS. When it comes to UCAS, a lot of students have contacted me and said, oh, surely it's not me, I'm only in my first year, but I promise you, now's the time for you. When it comes to the UCAS timeline, the 2021 entry has opened now. So this is for entry to university at September 2021. When it comes to this entry, the application form needs to be handed in on the 15th of January 2021. Okay, so you have until the end of this year basically to get this full application done. But please don't think, oh, I've got ages, I can wait. We want to keep going and get it sorted now, because when it comes to September, we don't know what the situation is going to be like with tutorials, with social distancing. So if I could get you all started sooner rather than later, that's going to be the best option. So you've got a lot of time to kind of come and see me, okay? So when it comes to anyone who is thinking about Cambridge, Oxford, medical, veterinary, if you could please email me as soon as possible and identify yourself as one of those students, because your timeline is different. Your application needs to be in on the October the 15th instead of January. So we need to get yours prioritised and started sooner rather than later. Right. So moving on to what's on the screen, the UCAS system. They are a charity. The money that you pay for 5 choices of university courses that you want to go, and or one, if you just want to go to the one, helps pay for them to run as a business. So I believe for 5 this year, it's £26 that they've put it up to. So that money will help go for the admin. They kind of act as a buffer between you and the university. Most of your interaction about your application form will go to them up until the point of you getting an interview, up until the point of you getting an offer. You will mainly speak with UCAS rather than the university. Don't get me wrong, universities will contact you and invite you to open days. They will invite you to specialist applicant days and whatnot, but you know, mainly UCAS are the ones that you'll be dealing with for part of the application process. 2.85 million applications were processed in 2017, so you know it's a lot of work that they go through. They deal with 391 universities, But if you're looking at HND, HNC qualifications, level 4, level 5 instead, you might find that there's less of those on UCAS, and instead the colleges that deal and give those qualifications will have them on their individual websites instead. You may find that on UCAS there's a lot of universities with undergraduate degrees. That's what you'd be looking at. So we're going straight to 3-year programs. Anyway, so a lot of students tend to question about student finance alongside UCAS, but these are two separate application forms. So let's just ignore student finance for now. That you won't concentrate until April 2021 on that section. So let's just not think about that for now. They are two separate things. You apply for university and then later on you'll apply for student finance. Okay, so getting started, this would mainly be for those who are sat there thinking, Catherine, I don't actually want to go to university. I'm not too sure whether it's the right choice for me. I don't know whether it's the right step. If you have a career in mind and you say, for example, accountancy, you could use this top website, which is prospects.ac.uk. So on there, it has job profiles. If you go onto the job profiles, it will tell you what the entry requirements for that job are. It might come up that you have to get a degree. It might come up that you could do an apprenticeship. It might come up that you could do a different higher level qualification, and that's fine. But having that knowledge of what qualification you need to get into that job role is what's important. So say, for example, you would look at something like a police officer, or you might look at something to do with a social worker, and you'll find that both of those need to have a degree to get onto those programs. So it's a good place to start especially if you're thinking about a career but don't know how to get there. Okay, otherwise I will be going through this a little bit later on, but you could have a little bit of a look at the UCAS website and just look at undergraduate degrees that are available in there anyway and see what's out there. So I did put this on the initial email that was sent out to all students. So if you have already looked at this, thank you very much, and I apologise that I'll go through it again, but I just thought I'd add on a little video here as to how it works and what you're doing. So as you may know, your entry onto higher education programmes is often down to UCAS points. On some of them you may find that they ask for grades, like target grades, like distinction, merit, but on some of them it might just say a UCAS total. So this is how you find your UCAS total. So as you can see at the top there, it says ucas.com/UCAS/tariff calculator. So that's the website that you're potentially be looking at. Down you can search for your course that you're studying at the moment. If you're not too sure what it is and what the full title is that you're doing, please ask either your progression coach or your tutor. You add in your target grade and then it comes up with the total. So on that one it was 144. This person might be studying A-levels. They don't need to put which subjects it's in, just the target grades that they should be getting for each one. So this one we've just put down as a C, a D and a B. And then that person would potentially come out with 96 UCAS points. So they could look for courses that are between 96 and maybe a little bit more if they felt confident that they might be able to achieve a little bit more. Finally, on here, I've just put one which I believe animal care is studying at the moment because it is a difficult one to find. So on that one, we've put distinction, merit, and 128 UCAS points. So as previously mentioned, when you are picking choices, it's really important to not pick all of them with the same UCAS tariff points. So if you are predicted to get a distinction, merit, it's really important to either then go for one course, which is distinction, because you're giving yourself well, it's some motivation, isn't it? It's a target, it's a goal to work towards. But then also, as well as that, it's really important to also apply for courses that will have less UCAS points. So say, for example, something on the 96 scale up to 128, and then maybe something that's a little bit higher as well. Okay, does that make sense? If at any point you feel like, oh, actually, I'm not too sure, just stop this and email me. I'm more than happy to get back to you. Okay, so what we're actually here for to start and make an account for UCAS. So at the moment, I'm just going to show you how to make an undergraduate account. So if you are a postgrad student, if you already have a degree and you're wanting to apply for something, which I think is unlikely, but please again alert yourself to me. Also, if you're wanting to apply for a conservatoire, which is basically a lot of musical performance based institutions, again let me know and I can go through it separately with you as well. But like I said, on this occasion we just went for normal undergraduate. You haven't yet got a degree, so you're an undergraduate. Go to the top section here and press students. Undergraduate, like I said, and you are looking at 2021 entry and you're pressing apply. There is a hub option, but you don't have to do that one. Just the bog standard apply is fine. Up there you can have login. Next time you would log in using that function, but at the moment you just need to register first. Read all of the terms and conditions and then you press next. Okay, so if you press next, it should come to more terms and conditions. Again, read through these please, and at the bottom you will see a little box which you can do a little tick in. After this, it should ask for information about you. Capital letters all throughout this application form is really important, and that includes your first name and your surname. So please, capital letters on there. When it comes to your title and gender, it will ask for more equality and diversity questions later on. So if anyone identifies as transgender, that will come up later on. I have absolutely lied about my date of birth here, which will be a problem a little bit later on too. Press next. There we go. So here we are about to add a postal address. Again, I've done a little bit of a fib here and said that I actually live at Easterham College. So put in your postcode, please, not like me, and have a little bit of a fib about where you live. And it should come up with a list of addresses for you to pick from. Brilliant. Again, so you press next and it moves you to the next one. Home telephone number and mobile telephone number. I absolutely know that not everyone has a home telephone number anymore, so you don't have to put that in there. But mobile number, please, please, please put your mobile number in there and not a parent. And the same as your email address as well. If you don't have an email address, this is a fantastic time to start one because they will be contacting you about interviews, about coming into the university to have a little bit of a look around, about everything. So yeah, put in your postal address, email address, and home telephone number, mobile number, and then you press next. I hope you're all still with me. So when it comes to it, let's have a look and see what the next thing is. Press next and it's coming to a marketing tool. Basically it's how they can get in contact with you and update you. You do need to have some information given to you by them, sorry, so please put something, but it's kind of a GDPR exercise. I put for everything an email, but that's totally up to you. It's your email address, it's your contact. This section is one of the most important ones. Password security questions. I cannot change these passwords for you. I cannot get you unlocked out of an account. I cannot give you your username. To do any of these things, you have to contact the UCAS call center. And believe me, they're busy. So if you can put this in your phone, if you can take a picture, if you can write it all down in a place where you know it and you can keep going back to it, you absolutely need to. So yeah, I just picked sport, fictional character, favourite food, and then I did my answers off screen. As you can see, I was given the username khasselby1. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but again, keep this username wherever you can definitely find it in the future. It's really important. So after this point, if we go to log in now, then it should take us to the next screen. If you lose this, you will have to go to the UCAS call centre. So you are applying through the college, so please tick on that one. Otherwise, I can't look at your application, I can't give you a reference. The buzzword this year is EDC 2021, so that's East Durham College 2021. So please click next after that point, confirm that it is East Durham College, and then press next again. This point is which group are you in? So which subject are you studying at the moment? If you find that your course isn't on there, alert me to it, I'll get it added. And if you can't find it at that point, maybe you could put yourself down as one of the other options that's on there. I've put myself down as next student. But that's pretty much it. That's the account sorted. We just need to verify the account. The personal ID that I've just highlighted there, again, is really important for you to keep. It's important because that personal ID is what UCAS will use to track your application. So if in the future you want to speak to UCAS to potentially change a choice, they will ask you for that personal ID. But as previously mentioned, you need to verify the account at this point. So please, as soon as possible, as soon as you create the account, click on that verify email code, go over to your email address and put the little verification code that they give you in that box. I think it was only like 5 or 6 characters long, but they need that. Okay, that is the end of the presentation. Hopefully you have now got your UCAS account started, and I will next be going through the application form step by step and showing you what to do and how to do it. My email address is right there on the screen, so if you have any questions, please contact me, please ask me. I'm here at the moment working from home, so I do have my emails open all the time. Anything that you might need, get in contact. If you have any other questions, like I said, get in contact.